someone like Jinx comes by. Now, Jinx says, hey, I'm a longtime supporter. I've watched your content for a long time. And I've always been a fan. And I've decided that I can now support and I want to get the streak going again. So I'm going to come and I'm going to support you, right? And I don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? And Jinx has been coming by. And first, Jinx is gifting a ton of memberships as well as super chats and then also tips. And now every day, Jinx, every stream has been tipping and allowing us to hit the goal. Now, some days, the entire tips goal has been Jinx, and other days, it's been a lot of people contributing, and then Jinx basically makes up the balance, and then we hit the goal every day, all right? So this is now 10 straight streams this has happened. The detractors are going absolutely crazy over it, to the point where, you know, I ignore them all, but they're, like, going out of their way to try to contact me. I'm getting emails. People are trying to contact other people to get to me. Oh, first of all, aren't you aware that Jinx is a sock account? Aren't you aware that Jinx is really a secret detractor? Jinx is working with Secret Limited. Jinx is working with Keemstar. Jinx is actually financed by Keemstar. I'm hearing all this stuff. Now, you have to understand something. Just because I hear it, and sometimes I joke about it on stream, doesn't mean I believe it, all right? It's funny because then someone else contacted me, and they're like, you're crazy. You're talking about all this stuff on your streams. That's just crazy talk. That's the point I'm making. Like, that's the crazy point that I'm trying to make with you guys, all right? And that this stuff is nuts, right? I mean, seriously, in what world is there any evidence of any of this, all right? None. Zero. There's no evidence of any of this. Now, here's the thing. I understand why people are skeptical. Jinx, since you're here, because Jinx is in the chat, by the way, we have to address the elephant in the room. Jinx, you want to know why people are skeptical? Because you might not realize this. Over the years, I've had some people who've come by who are big supporters who then turned out to basically be scumbags, all right? And I'm not saying that you in any way, shape, or form. But for example, we had this one guy. Everyone still talks about him to this day. King Tutankhamun or whatever the hell his name was. So it was like 3 or 4 summers ago, I want to say. Like summer of 2019 or something like this. I don't even remember when it was, all right? And he shows up. And essentially, he's being super duper supportive of the stream. Now, again, just similar to you, Jinx, I never heard of the guy. I don't know who he is, all right? He shows up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden he goes, oh, I'm going to drop like a giant sub bomb on your Twitch channel. So he would be dropping like 100 subs. And people were like, holy shit, like, what is this? Then all of a sudden he's dropping cheer, 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 cheer. And he's dropping so many cheers that the pop-ups wouldn't stop. It was like pop-up, 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 pop-up. There were streams with just constant pop-ups. They wouldn't even end because there was so much of this, okay? Then he starts tipping, and he starts tipping over the top. I mean, I'm not kidding. Thousands upon thousands of dollars, okay? So this guy is obviously loaded, and no one knows who he is. And everyone starts talking about him and making every stream about him, all right? What ends up happening is he's around for a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, after doing this on and off for like 2 weeks, all of a sudden his demeanor changes. Now he starts getting demanding. Now he starts saying things to me like, hey, well, since I contributed, you should play Street Fighter V tonight because that's what I want to see. And I'm like, now, wait a minute. This is not how contributions work. If you want to contribute to my content and support the streams and support what I'm doing, thank you. Really, thank you. But the whole way it's supposed to work is I'm making content for free. You like the content, and if you enjoy it and you want to see it continue, you support it. It's not, oh, I'm buying content with my support. I'm buying you to play certain games or whatever. So what ended up happening was, after a couple of streams of that, and me basically saying, nah, I'm not going to keep changing what I want to play, he basically started making rude comments and jokes that were detractor comments. And within about a week, all of a sudden, I get this weird email from him that's like, oh, so now I know how you really are, and, you know, I hate you now, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, I wasn't really, like, directly talking with this guy. He just kind of lost his mind and flipped. All of a sudden, I get a chargeback for every tip this guy ever gave me. So this was like thousands upon thousands of dollars that hits me with chargebacks. I fought them all, and I won them all, all right? So I ended up keeping all the money, but it took me months of fighting with PayPal, going back and forth, showing evidence that this guy had contributed, what he was saying in my chats and stuff. And basically, after going back and forth, I won all of those, okay? But that's just one case, all right? There's been other cases. Let me give you another one, all right? At one point, and again, this was still when I was on Twitch, there was someone who was showing up and tipping every day. And no one knew who they were because they kept showing up with different names and different accounts, but they were always showing up with giant tips. So everyone was like, who could this be or whatever? So come to find out, about a month passes of these big tips coming in, and they all get charged back. But it's a little different from the Tutankhamun situation, okay? In this situation, this person, get this, had gone on the black market and had purchased dozens upon dozens of stolen credit card numbers. And they were going around, not just me, because this was happening to other streamers as well at the time. They were going around to streamers, tipping them a ton of money, just to have those all get charged back later through fraud. You see? So here I am thinking, here's all this income coming in, and the next thing I know, within like 2-3 weeks, all of it gets charged back and taken away from me because it was actually fraudulent transactions. Now the difference here is that there's no way to dispute those. All you can do is show the evidence of what happened, and if it's proven to be real fraud, like real credit card fraud, then, you know, essentially that money's going to get returned. There's nothing you can do about it. When there's actual real credit card fraud being performed, there's real no defense against it, all right? Now, it was happening so often because it happened not once, not twice. This was happening for like 3-4 months in a row. I had to start instituting changes to my streams. I had to put in protections so that people couldn't do duplicate tips. I had to put in protections so that I would check tips to see if they were verified PayPal accounts and stuff. And there was a whole meme going on for a while, the verified tip meme. And it was me, I had an emote with me with a magnifying glass with the PayPal logo and shit like that. All right? So, excuse me. Basically, you know, I've been through the ringer with this stuff. All right? I've definitely been through this before. So, Jinx, I just want you to understand. This is nothing personal against you. You're going to have people who are going to come in. They're going to be skeptical when someone who no one really knows who you are, which is good. That's a very good thing that no one knows who you are. Don't give anyone hints. If you're someone who's been around before, someone who maybe people know, don't give anyone any indications of who you are. Don't give any, you know, oh, I live here. Don't do that. Stay as anonymous as you possibly can. Trust me. This is the best course of action for you, okay? And, you know, thank you for your contributions. I've been talking with Jinx all week about this in chat, and he claims they're all legitimate, and he actually is having fun kind of joking about the detractor shit that people are saying about him. Like I said, first, oh, well, Jinx is definitely only iced coffee. Only iced coffee, who hasn't been around for years. I mean, yes, only iced coffee used to be a big contributor. Then for a while they were a moderator, and then they were demodded, and I haven't really had constant interaction or any kind of discussion with only iced coffee in about 2 years, since I came to YouTube full-time, basically. I haven't really seen the guy, right? Every once in a while he comes, he renews his membership, and that's about it, right? So, you know, that's so ridiculous. Oh, it's got to be one guy because obviously you only have one supporter. So it's always been the one supporter. Then it was, oh, it's not only Iced Coffee, it's Planet Jeff, another guy who years ago used to support me in a big way, who, again, we haven't seen on streams in years. But it must be him secretly behind the scenes. That's what I'm being told now. Then it's, oh no, it's not only Iced Coffee and it's not Planet Jeff, it's a secret detractor. And we talk with Jinx every day on a Discord chat, and we plot out your downfall and all these tricks and traps that we've laid out to set you up and shut you down, Darkside Phil. We cannot wait for your downfall. I'm not kidding. This is the shit that people say all over the internet. All right? It's wild nonsense. Okay? Now, obviously, yes, can I be honest? I hope you appreciate me being honest. I'm a little skeptical of someone who I don't know who they are coming in here all week and dropping contributions like this. Because this isn't like, oh, here's a $20 contribution. This is like, here's a $100 tip or more. And that's crazy, right? That's over the top. That is absolutely high-ass levels of generosity, okay? And I understand a lot of people would be skeptical of that. Yeah, even me. In some part, I am definitely skeptical too, all right? So I just want to say, and clearing the air here, I don't think that there's any situation, unless we knew who it was. Like, let's say it was a chat regular. Someone who's been here for years and years, and all of a sudden they say, hey, I came into some money and I want to help you out, and they start tipping a lot. Then maybe there would be like, okay, no actual question that this is legit. Is there some question that Jinx's tips are legit? Of course there is. I mean, why wouldn't there be? This is coming out of nowhere, right? At the same time, if you look at evidence, Jinx has also gifted a bunch of memberships to the channel this week and also did some super chats earlier this week. By the way, those are non-refundable. So if this really was some evil plot, right, then why would they have also contributed in other ways? It would be one thing if they had come in and just did tips, right? At the same time, it's not just tips. There's other contributions that have come in that make it seem way more reasonable and viable that this is just a big supporter coming out of nowhere and wants to help, okay? And by the way, so 10 straight streams where we have hit the funding goal. We've had a hat and a vest. We haven't done that. I couldn't even tell you when last time we did that. Was it 2020 with the vest streak, perhaps? It probably was, right? So that's absolutely crazy. And I want to say, obviously, first of all, thank you to Jinx, who's been a major, major, major reason why. But there have been other people this week as well. And we should also give credit where credit is due. The regulars who show up and contribute in any way every day, as well as some people who came and did big tips and things along the way because they said, hey, I want to contribute and keep the streak going, and it shouldn't just be about Jinx, okay? And here's the one other thing. It's hard for me to dictate what's allowed and what's not in the chat because let's be honest here. Yes, Jinx is contributing a lot and people want to talk about it. A lot of people are talking about it from a positive way, and a lot of people are talking about it in a dramatic way, right? Is it real or not? Will there be the rug pulled out from under Darkside Phil in a week or two? I would hope not. Okay, really, honestly, I would hope not. We're all going through this now. We see what's going on. So, we got to hope that, Jinx, I give you the benefit of the doubt. You haven't done anything negative whatsoever in my eyes in the chat or anything. You've been a great addition to the streams. You're watching every stream. You're literally on every stream, right, this week. So, all I can say is so far, it looks good. And, and I'm really, really, really appreciative. Understand why is there so much drama around it? Because my detractors hate to see me successful. They absolutely positively hate it. They wish nothing but me to somehow get, hurt in various ways. And the fact that I've actually had a week where we've had unprecedented levels of support is driving them freaking nuts. All right? So that's why you're seeing the drama you're seeing here. Will it go away? Doubtful. Doubtful. As long as we have big contributors, the drama always continues. But as long as you are protecting your identity, then hopefully it won't be a big deal. So please do your best, Jinx, to protect your identity and everyone else. All I can say is this. I can't tell everyone, hey, don't talk about support. I can't do that. But what I will say is this. It's not cool to harass people. And when I see people coming in to this stream and literally here's what they say. Oh, well, we hit the vest streak today. Do you think that the support will continue? What about Jinx? Is he coming? Is Jinx going to drop a member bomb? Is Jinx going to do tip? Is Jinx going to do that? You're gone. Because that's what my streams are all about. We're doing a segment now to address the elephant in the room from all week. We're getting it out of the way, right? But that's not what my streams are about. You want to casually bring it up every once in a while? I mean, I'm not going to harp on you for doing that. But literally, when you come into the chat and all you're talking about is this, that's my job. I am the streamer. I'm the one running the business, not you. It's not your place to come in and be asking what levels of support we're going to get today. And is Jinx going to drop a tip today? What the fuck is it your concern? It's not. So mind your own business and stop trying to act like your business is mine. This would be the same as someone walking into an Italian restaurant. Gee, I wonder how much the restaurant's going to make today. Come on, everyone. Come buy the high dollar wine and food. Everyone get in this restaurant. And the owner walks up. He's like, who the fuck are you? Like, why are you doing this? This is my place. Get the fuck out. What are you, an asshole? Right? It's kind of the same thing. So let's relax with the nonsense. Okay? Seriously. Relax with the nonsense. And, let's just have a good time. Hey, this is great. The positivity has been amazing this week. The support has been amazing. I know that you guys have absolutely enjoyed having hats and vests and everything every stream because we're hitting these levels of support, all right? Here's what I will say. We're hitting giant amounts of tips, which is absolutely amazing, right? If you guys wanted to support the streams this week and you see we've already hit a tips goal for a stream, yeah, I would say a good way to support the stream outside of that, give it a like, for engagement purposes. Consider perhaps a super chat or a membership or a gifted membership because these are other ways to support the channel in a long-term method, you see? And that helps a lot. It really does. So if you come on the stream like, oh my God, Phil already hit his tips goal. Look, he's got a vest on and everything. Well, I was going to support the stream today. Well, then consider doing it one of the other ways if that's the case. I'm not asking for anything. I'm saying if you were already going to support, people would appreciate that. Especially with these new releases I'm playing, with the new stuff coming up within a month. People would absolutely love to have a membership and be able to use the emotes and have a nice chat crown and all of that, right? And that's part of the whole community aspect too, is it's not just about the success of me as a streamer. It's about all of us having a good time together. When you give memberships, people enjoy that. They have a good time with that for a whole month. So that's a great way to give to the entire community as a whole, rather than just to the streamer. And I appreciate those who actually do that. Okay. All right. So we got through it. We addressed the elephant in the room. Now the thing is, I'm not going to be talking about this every day. And like I just said, if I see people who the only reason they're here is to talk about that shit, they're out of here. I'm not going to put up with that because, again, it's not your business in any way, shape, or form to be talking about that stuff. It's mine. So if I choose to talk about it, yeah, I'm the streamer and I can. If I want to talk about anything, I can because I'm the streamer. You have no reason to criticize me because I decided to talk about something on my own stream. I'm the one who steers the conversation because I'm the one making the content. You understand? I just love these people who are now sitting here. Why do you talk about this for 20 minutes? Because I'm the streamer. And if I feel like it's pertinent and it's something that we should address, I will. And if you don't like that, tough shit, start your own stream. Then you get to decide what gets talked about on your stream too. It's pretty simple cause and effect. There you go. All right. As a content creator, with the amount of idiots out there who just literally will make drama out of anything I say and do, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I never had a segment addressing the support this week, and Jinx in particular doing that support, it would always be an elephant in the room. We'd always have people coming into this chat talking about it constantly. And then if I say stop, they're like, oh, well, I didn't know. How would I know? Right? Now I've addressed it. Now the topic's out there. It's done. And people know the rules. And it's that simple. Right? It's like if I didn't bring it up, it would just be bad. And if I bring it up, oh, well, now people will talk about it. Well, guess what? They were talking about it anyway. All right? But here's the truth. It's all about what's on my streams and off my streams. Okay? And here's what I mean by that. We just talked about it. Correct? The topic is done. No, literally the topic is done. But now all the white noise outside my streams, all the echo chamber of drama idiots will now be talking about it. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. I don't care what any moron outside of this stream says or does about anything on this stream at all. I don't give two shits about any of it. I don't. What I care about is what happens here on my stream, in my content, between us. That's it. This is my realm of internet content creation existence. You understand? This is what I can control. I can't stop any other fucking mouth-drooling idiot, any opportunistic jackass from trying to get popularity, from trying to get money, from trying to get riding my coattails and trying to turn something that I said or did into drama. I can't stop that. You understand? What I can do is ignore it because I don't give two fucks about losers. And anyone who does that, in my mind, is a fucking loser. They have absolutely nothing to add to this planet but drama. They can't actually support any kind of a positive community themselves without bringing down others in the process. So I don't care about those people. They can go fuck themselves. You understand, Bloomkit? So I know what you're saying. Oh, this will cause more drama. It doesn't matter what I do, it causes drama. However, if I ignore it and I don't address it, it's completely meaningless. They can stay in their own streams, their own communities, their Discord servers, their forums, their Reddits, wherever the fuck they are, and they can literally circle jerk themselves into oblivion. I don't give a fuck what they do. They don't affect me and my streams. You understand? You see? I'm just going to be here having fun, having a chill time, interacting with my audience, and we're good. None of this nonsense outside of the stream should ever affect us. And we have a strict policy. Don't bring it up on my streams. I don't care what another moron is doing. The moment someone comes, did you know that this guy is streaming you and saying this? Did you guys, this guy's going to do this with you? I don't give two flaming shits about those people. I am so far past dealing with their bullshit and drama. I don't want to get sucked into it. I have my own shit I'm dealing with in my personal life. In addition to maintaining a full-time business here, I don't have time for their kitty shits. Because they're little shitheads who cannot have any kind of a successful run on the internet without bringing down others. I'm done with it. I'm done with those kind of people. I already told you guys, I don't think anyone out there would ever give me a fair shake. So I don't care. All I care about is this. You and me having a good time on streams, our conversations, our social interactions, our fun, and the gameplay that comes there. That's it. I don't want to hear about anything else outside my stream. Literally doesn't exist to me. It's a black hole of shit. Let them fucking sit there in their turd-infested toilets forever. Let them fester. I don't give a shit about them. I'm not entertaining any of their bullshit, all right? I don't want to hear about it. I'm laying down the law. You come in here and you derail the stream talking about shit from outside the stream, you're gone. It's always been the rules. You can't bring up detractor content. Well, guess what? People have basically been doing it a lot, and I've been kind of lax. Well, that's my fault, and now it's time to lay down the law. I'm not putting up with that shit. I'm just not, okay? So please understand, that's how we're going moving forward. It's a pretty baseline rule. It's pretty simple. I don't want to hear any other shit from these idiots. I can say whatever I want on my streams as long as we just focus on what's going on my streams. I don't care about what every other moron on the planet reacts to it. Fuck them. Who the fuck cares about what they have to say? It's us, man. We're having a good time on the streams. That's all that matters. This right here, this chill experience, this fun, the fact that we can separate ourselves from the drama of real life and come to a stream and have a good social interaction and have a great positive time with games. That's what this has always been about since day one. Not all the bullshit everyone else says about it, but what we're doing together here. So fuck them, and let's focus on us. I don't give a shit what they have to say. I can address Jinx and support on a stream and not have to worry about what the fuck these morons are going to say, because they are so insignificant to anything important to us. You understand? Insignificant. They don't exist. They're like a flea on your ass. You scratch it, get it off. You move on with your life. Beaver Bother, you're permanently banned, and you're not coming back, so don't ask to come back. Within the first 5 minutes of me unbanning you this morning, you literally said, is the vestry continuing? Is Jinx going to be here? Is Jinx going to contribute? Fuck you. You're gone. That's literally my point, what I was making this morning. Not your place. I unbanned you because you said that you would apologize for acting stupid, and within the 5 minutes of you being here, you did it again. You're gone. Goodbye. So long. Toodles. Good riddance.